watch and make daydreams up or fantasize about their favorite hot and sexy leading men on TV. Well, we will fantasize no more because today we have 4 of TV's hottest, most desirable leading men, starting with the star from one of the highest-rated reunions this season, Dynasty's Jeff Colby. Please welcome John James. We have the rugged and sexy Mac from Knots Landing. Please welcome Kevin Dobson. Next, again, just keep them coming. That can be the whole show. Just great-looking men, introduce them. Next, we have a very hot young man who's starring in the hit TV show, who starred in the hit TV shows, including My Two Dads, and currently is doing P.S. I Love You. Please welcome Greg Evigan. And last but not least, obviously, Max is back on One Life to Live, and that's some campaign. Yeah, exactly. Max is back, and we've got him. Please welcome James DePaiva. Now, here you are. As your names came up in the office, everybody went crazy, all the women. And I have all my questions are ask them this, answer this, answer this. First of all, we want to go down the list, which I find fascinating. Married or single? You're all married, right?
Married.
Yes.
Married?
Married.
Married.
Now, you see? All right, look what happens here. Yeah. Have you been told not to say it? Has anyone ever said you don't say it like in the old days when they kept things quiet?
No,
What's going on today? I think,
yeah.
married men are virgins.
Which means what? That makes them more desirable because they think you're safer?
I don't know. I think so. So, what do you think?
What do I think? At this point, my nurse has to remind me even to tell a question. But did they? What were you? How long you married?
I'll be married 3 years this April.
Okay. And you?
I'm married 23 years and I have 2
23. Are you Catholic?
Very much so.
Yeah. If you hadn't been Catholic, do you think you'd still be married?
Probably.
Yeah. Were there ever times where you really thought, like, you know, the only thing that's holding this? Because every marriage goes up and down, you know.
Right.
Were there times you just thought, well, if I hadn't taken that vow, perhaps?
I don't think so. During the down periods, you feel as though, you know, will this life ever get better? What am I doing wrong? Or is she wrong? Or am I wrong? Who's right in this situation? Yeah. And you just have to live through it. You have good times and bad times. You work the best you can during the good times so that when the bad times come, you know how to handle it.
How often, what percentage of it, how many, 23 years?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was married 22 years. I would think like 18 were terrific. You know what I mean? And the 4 fell in months. You know what I mean? So about 4 years where you thought, not concurrently, oh, this is tough. What do you think is your average? Just curious.
Oh, I never thought of it as an average.
Well, I didn't either until I thought of the question.
You know, if I work it, you know, it's a day-to-day thing. Who knows how you feel on any given day? And sometimes I've got to take myself out of the firing line and get out of the way and keep a nice, happy household going. And other times I get in the way.
What about the two of you? With marriage comes responsibility. Were you famous when you got married?
No, I was looking for another job in a restaurant at the time.
So, and what was she doing?
She's an actress. Her name's Misty Rowe, so she's been around a while.
So, who was supporting who?
No,
at the time you got married?
No, she made me pay my share of the rent and everything like that. No, I was not allowed to slide at all.
Did any of you as actors ever have to go that period when your wife had to support you?
No.
That's very lucky. But you, I think, are so successful with Dynasty. How did you get there? What was the big break for you?
The big break came back in 1980, I guess. And a lady by the name of Joyce Selznick was here in town,
Right.
looking for young actors to come out. Maybe you guys remember that program ABC had over the years, to go to work for ABC at the time to hire young actors. And I was one of the first selected in that group. The first group,
Right.
of which Tom Hanks was one, and Ann Gillian was another, and Donna Mills. So we all, and Al Corley, who played Stephen. So we all went out to Los Angeles, and I think it was my second or third screen test was Dynasty, and I've had a remarkable career because very rarely right out of the box do you come out and go for almost 9 years. It's been a blessing, and it's really been wonderful.
9 years for you. Longest. How long have you been going?
In the business?
Yeah.
Let me see, I started in 1966.
Yeah.
Hooked up into Kojak in 1973. So the time between 66 and 73, my wife did help support me a great deal. Not only financially, but, you know, I did my jobs like all the guys, you know, drove cabs, tended bar, waited tables and all that stuff. And when I wasn't working, I depended on Sue and that supportive relationship.
Yeah, when the big money comes, how nice to, you know,
Right.
she cashes in on that too.
You bet, big time.
Yeah, but you know.
Big time. So it started in 1973 for me when I got Kojak. And fortunately, like John was indicating, I haven't been out of work since.
What about you? When did you start to make money? And what's the longest?
When I started out, in TV, first thing I did I did a thing called A Year at the Top. It was Norman Lear, Don Kirshner, epic that went on for 3 years of trying to make. We ended up making 12 shows. But
Did they pay you all the time?
yeah, we got paid right in the beginning. You know, I got paid for the pilot, and that's what got me out to California. But I started in New York, you know, doing the Broadway show. So I've been lucky enough to. I had one space in between BJ and the Bear, which I did in '79, and A Year at the Top.
And what about you?
About 6 years ago, One Life to Live was really the start of it.
And any down periods since then?
Oh, I took off. I left
Yeah.
for about 2 years. I just couldn't take it anymore. I was getting burned out doing this 5 days a week, 12 hours a day.
But don't you get frightened, like you say, burned out? In our business, you're in something for 9 years, 10 years, then you're not in something for 4 years, and then you have to wait to come back again. Weren't you scared to take yourself out?
Absolutely.
Definitely better to work.
Yeah.
Better to work.
But he left.
I moved up to the mountains. I enjoyed it. I didn't want to come back. I was very happy. I was living out in the country, and I just said, I don't want to go back to New York. My wife said, no, get out of the house. I want you out. Go to work. So I said, all right.
What about you with Dynasty over? What are you doing now? Laying low for 2 minutes and wait? Do you wait a little bit so they forget who you were in
I
Dynasty?
took immediately, right after the show, we